Hello. I wanted to answer a question that I got to answer as a video. And the question was by 100 LBS or less. And she's really lovely, so you should check out her blog if you're not already following it. And she asked me 3 questions, but I'm just going to talk about one today. And that's how did I meet my voices? Which I think is a really interesting question. I'm going to start with Kay, which is my leopard. His name's actually not Kay. I've shortened it because I don't want people to make that connection, because I used to get bullied for him a lot when I was in school, and I don't want those bullies finding me. So yeah, Kay. He's a leopard. He came to me when I was 8, and he's been with me ever since, really. At the time, when I was 8 years old, I was hiding under my bed from the longfly, which is another sort of thing, not a voice, but like a buzz, like a fly that gets in and buzzes intensely. And he's been around since, I don't even remember when he started coming, I just always knew what it was, so I can't tell you about that very much. But yeah, I was hiding under there from the longfly, which I thought was going to come in. I'd cover my ears and I'd shut my eyes, and I don't know how long I was under there for, but when I opened my eyes, Kay was there. Well, this leopard was there, looking in my face, and I remember being terrified. Like, what was he going to do to me? And so he said, "Come out, and you can be my friend." And I was like, "Oh, that's a good idea. I'd like to be a friend. I'd like to have a leopard as a friend. That would be quite good." And so I came out, and we chatted, and we were sat on the floor chatting for ages. He taught me his name. He taught me how to write it down. Like, he spelled it out to me because I kept forgetting it and I couldn't pronounce it. And we were just talking for ages, and he would come along with me wherever I went, curl up on my bed and just be like there for me no matter what. And he's really good because he knows if I don't want to be talked to, which is not the case with the other voices. They would just talk no matter what. So it was Kay. The man who likes cats is next, I think, because he's quite recent. Or at least I've started to realise that he's a voice and not my own thoughts recently. And he sounds like sort of a 30-year-old, 40-year-old man, and he can only say a few things, and it's, "Please put the cat on the floor. Put the cat on the floor. There's a cat on the floor. Do you know what a cat is? I'm a cat." All these things about cats. And he frustrates me a lot because I'm not holding a cat, so I can't put one on the floor. And when he's telling me to, over and over and over again, who do I shout at to make them go away? You know, how do I say stop? And he'll just carry on until I end up crying or whatever. Or ignoring him tends to work, but it's difficult to ignore. But yeah, he's quite recent, as in, when I say recent, he's within the last year that I've really got bugged by him. Before, a year ago, I used to sometimes randomly say things out, like, "I'm a cat," and I wouldn't know where it'd come from. And people would laugh and be like, oh yeah, you are a cat, or something, just joking around. Thought I was joking around, so it could be a bit random. And I used to think I was probably joking around, and I just said it, and I didn't know where it come from. But it had happened a lot, and it would always be about cats, and it was put the cat on the floor. I'm like, where did that come from? And I was just saying it out loud, and nobody really. I mean, it wasn't constant enough for people to notice. And when I said it once, I kind of got a handle on it and didn't say it again. So it wasn't like I was doing what he's doing to me. But I think within this year, I started to realise actually it's not my thought, because it's a man's voice and my thoughts are in my voice most of the time. And I didn't recognise the voice, and like just how he would keep on going about his cats and different things, and yeah, so I just decided it must be a voice, and called him the man who likes cats. And I give them such strange names, but they stick, so it works. Rose is vicious. She's nasty. She's a female voice around my age, but I know she's not my voice. And she will tell me most horrible things. She'll tell me to go and cut myself. She'll tell me to kill myself, to hang myself. Go and weigh yourself because you will have put on weight. You're fat. Your hair's the wrong colour. And she will, when she's going, she really goes for it. And she makes me so sad and feel so worthless. And the thing is, Rose used to be, when I was younger, my imaginary friend, and she was good. And we used to play out in the garden, and I mean, she was perfectly fine towards me. And then she just started turning nasty. I mean, all of this is written down in my story, if you want to read further into it. But she then she faded away after Kay came, as in her image did, but her voice carried on. And I've only really recently, again, thought, I know that voice, and yeah, I know that it's her, which makes me even more sad, because I feel like, well, we used to play together in the garden. Why do you want to say these horrible things to me? But yeah, it's pretty nasty. Well, I've gone on for 8.5 minutes, so I'm going to stop there. But if you're still interested, if everybody wants me to say another one or a few more stories another time, then just let me know and I'll do it, because it's quite good at I'm good at putting it into order now, which is going to be really helpful when I go to my appointment on Monday, because I need to get it organised in my head to try and work out exactly what's the problem, and now I feel like I can explain it a bit better. It's almost practicing. So yeah, well, I will speak to you all later, and thank you for listening. See you later.